turn them all back. 1 second. There you go. I like this shirt. Can we switch shirts? You want this jersey? I'll take the shirt. When things aren't going great, but just to be able to come here and see true fans and see people that, no matter the score, no matter the record, they're thankful for what you do. They're thankful for the impact that you have on their life. And it's these moments that we recognize that, and it's special to be a part of it.
The determination, the intensity, that we can beat anybody.
We keep going, that's what we need to do.
Not only match what we've done in the past, make football bigger than life.
Believe in yourself! Believe in your team!
They are the Dallas Cowboys, America's team.
Here we go!
And just like that, the Cowboys are on their second 3-game losing skid of the season. Hello and welcome into a brand new episode of Cowboys Insider. I'm Lindsay Draper. In this week's show, we're going to take you behind this ugly loss in Chicago and what it means for the Cowboys and Jerry Jones' heated comments after the game that was the interview heard around the world. Cowboys also cut ways with Brett Maher and bring in veteran Kai Forbath, who actually started his career here with the Cowboys. We also go one-on-one with budding cornerback Jourdan Lewis and how he's persevered in the face of adversity to make the most of his career. But first, a look back at Chicago.
We're in a place where one of the greatest football players that ever played on this grass. He was a running back. If anybody's carried the rock before, he's a part of us.
Only one way to do it, man. Go out there and just kick some ass. Can we say ass? Can we say kick some ass? All right.
We're down a soldier. But it doesn't really matter. You two are built for this. We just gotta go out and play.
It's time for us to put this team on our back. We got the best D tackles in the league. We got the best coach in the league. We got the best ends in the league. Now it's time for us to put that on paper.
Down handoff, Elliott coming through the right side into the secondary. 50-45, broke a tackle. He gives it to Elliott, banging at left guard. Touchdown.
Hydration, I'll rub your feet if you want me to. Your game is all night long.
You guys did an excellent job protecting. Hey, we're going to run the ball. Don't worry.
Standing and looking in the end zone. Throwing to the left side, intercepted. If his feet were in bounds, were they out of bounds?
Yeah, they called him out of bounds.
I thought you had that.
Hey, be ready.
Great job, baby.
Great job, man.
Hey, they don't know where we from.
Trubisky back looking, throws the ball down the seam. It's caught by Holtz. Second down and goal. Back to throw into the end zone. Wide open to the post. Prescott and winged to the left, incompleted.
You have nothing to isolate this defender, okay? So you got to go scat and pull him, because if you don't, it should have been picked.
First pass and a read option. Trubisky rolling to his right. Cox keeps, runs for the stick. Trubisky back to throw, standing, throws it in the end zone. Unbelievable. The ball is caught for a touchdown.
Every time, we got to save this thing. Talk about kicking our own ass.
Quick flare in the right flat, and Miller just runs right through everybody, untouched.
Come on, y'all! We're better than that! You're better than that! You're better than that! You're better than that!
We want to win.
Trubisky in the gun, inside, handoff fake, he keeps it, runs left, makes a horrible fake, runs dashing into the end zone, touchdown. This was just an undressing.
But all is not lost. Again, everything, nobody wants to hear it, but everything's still in front of them.
We're just getting started here on Cowboys Insider Friday morning. Jerry Jones after a long night of travel with an interview that had some fire to it right after this.
Cowboys Insider is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors, the official sporting goods retailer of the Dallas Cowboys, AT&T, and by NFL Game Pass. You'll never miss a game again. Enjoy full access to coaches' film and game replays from Week 1 to the Super Bowl. Subscribe at DallasCowboys.com/Game Pass. This segment is brought to you by the Dallas Morning News. Nobody does sports like Sports Day. Your home for complete Dallas Cowboys coverage.
Obviously, we didn't play well enough in all three phases of our team, and I think there are probably levels of confidence. And sometimes when you have adversity, you lose a game, you lose a couple games, that gets challenged. And again, I thought getting off to a good start was good for us, but they did a good job just coming right back and moving the ball, and they moved the ball consistently well throughout the game. So, again, there are probably levels of confidence. We need to play better. We need to play more confidently, and unfortunately, we didn't get that done tonight.
The Cowboys may now be showing a lack of confidence, falling to the now 7-6 Bears in prime time. Before their 31-24 loss at Soldier Field, the Cowboys hadn't lost a Thursday night primetime game in 40 years. After a strong start to the game, Dallas turned out 17 plays for 75 yards in almost 9 minutes, capped off by a Zeke touchdown. They completely sputtered.
What do you think happened after that first drive? You guys marched right down the field like you did last week and then came up empty in the next few possessions?
Yeah, we just didn't convert those third downs, those next few drives. That's when we got to make some of those throws. We got to put ourselves in better position as an offense to make more, to give ourselves a chance at converting those better, I guess you can say. When you have a long drive like that, sets up for the rest of the game. But when you come back and those next few drives, you have to make sure you capitalize off those as well. And then I think that fourth drive, we had another long drive and didn't get the third down once again, and it cost us points. So just struggling to third down early. They didn't. They got ahead, and we had to play from behind, and we haven't been good at that lately.
And after a long flight home, Jerry Jones had an early day Friday morning, joining his weekly radio interview. And he didn't mince words or feelings as he joined 105.3 The Fan in Dallas.
Jerry, you come on every week, win or lose, you answer questions. You know the Tolos and the Cowboys fans want answers today. What answer do you have for how this team is playing right now?
We're not playing very well.
Are you embarrassed? Are you embarrassed as an organization about how the team is playing?
Get your damn act together yourself, okay? Now, we're going to have a good visit this morning, but settle down just a little bit.
I mean, as a Cowboys fan, Jerry.
We've got a lot to go over. Now, go on with your question, but I'm going to give you the answers I want to give you this morning, and I don't like your attitude to come in. I've been traveling all night, and I don't have the patience to jack with you today.
Is there anything in particular or a series of things in particular that you want to see that goes along with playing better? Is it tackling? Is it special team?
When you have as many things that were off kilter as we had last night, you've got a nice litany of places to start to correct. Now, just like we all do, you take the ones that are the most obvious that you can do the most about, and you correct those to the extent that you can. That's what we tried to do last week, and we'll try to do it these next 10 days before we play the Rams. So, we want to do a good job here. I want to do a good job with you guys, but there's a whole bunch of time when I have to the hell out of you.
Mm-hmm. I totally understand that because of some of the answers you just can't give.
Do you understand?
Coming up next on Cowboys Insider, after a weekend away, the Cowboys are back, hopefully rested and ready for a new week of work for the Rams, but not before their annual visits of bringing joy to the world, no matter what their record is, right after this.
This segment was brought to you by the Dallas Morning News. Nobody does sports like Sports Day. Your home for complete Dallas Cowboys coverage. This segment is brought to you by DraftKings. Play for the biggest prizes in fantasy sports on DraftKings. Use promo code COWBOYS.
Before they get into their game planning for Los Angeles, the Cowboys dedicate their time to giving back.
We get to get out in the community and impact people's lives like this.
And like I said, I mean, seeing the smile on the kids' faces and them just turning us loose, just saying, go talk to everybody, it's awesome. And I mean, it makes me happy to do it as well. And I know it's the same thing for all the guys.
Can I give you a hug?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Early on Monday morning, the Cowboys loaded up the buses to head out all over the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex to make their annual visits to local children's hospitals.
It's all about giving back and paying it forward. So each year we get an opportunity to really get out in the community and hospitals and care centers and just to be able to spread the holiday cheer.
The tradition continues, rain or shine, win or loss. And the Cowboys are always on time with a smile.
It's truly amazing, you know, being able to see the glow in the kids' eyes when they see us. The opportunity to give back to these young kids out here is such a truly blessing, so thankful.
So much joy, laughter, to be able to see these kids and their personalities is just a reminder of how great life is.
The players and the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders divided and conquered, simultaneously visiting Texas Scottish Rite Hospital for Children in Dallas, Cook Children's Medical Center in Fort Worth, Children's Medical Center Dallas, and Medical City Children's Hospital.
It's so important, you know, we're so blessed to be able to do what we do, you know, let alone just some of the normal things in life, and you know, to come out here and put smiles on faces. You know, it's that season, so it's amazing.
Today is such an important day for the Dallas Cowboys, especially the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. As ambassadors of our organization, it's so important to lead cheer not only in the stadium, but in our community, especially at a holiday season like this. So this was really special and important for us.
Certainly puts things in perspective when you come to a hospital like this, and you know, this time of year to see families are going through so many challenges, and you know, some way put a smile on their face. It provides perspective, and you know, I think that's what role models should do. I'm just humbled and honored to join teammates and the organization to come put a smile on these kids' face.
Each child receives a game sock loaded with goodies from the Dallas Cowboys and a special toy provided by the United Healthcare Children's Foundation. And for one patient, it was much more than a holiday celebration. It was his birthday as well.
Yeah, so Austin's birthday was today, big 18, officially an adult. I got to meet him, and he said I was his favorite player, and I mean that meant a lot to me. It was just good to put a smile on his face, obviously coming up from Christmas, so impacting him and being able to talk to him for a little bit, it was awesome.
Fills me up with joy, and that's what the Christmas holidays is all about, you know, spreading the love, spreading the joy, and to be able to come back and you know, give it to, you know, kids less fortunate, whatever they're going through in their lives. So it's just really, you know, truly a blessing to, you know, show them that we care and you know, their community cares.
Regardless of their record and the way their season has gone in recent weeks, the Cowboys embrace the choice of showing love and appreciation.
When things aren't going great, but just to be able to come here and see true fans and see people that no matter the score, no matter the record, they're thankful for what you do, they're thankful for the impact that you have on their life, and it's these moments that we recognize that, and it's special to be a part of it.
Coming up next on Cowboys Insider, he's making the most of his opportunities on the field. One-on-one with cornerback Jourdan Lewis and how he's persevered in the face of opposition.
This segment was brought to you by DraftKings. Play for the biggest prizes in fantasy sports on DraftKings. Use promo code COWBOYS. This segment is brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors, the official sporting goods retailer of the Dallas Cowboys.
It's no secret that cornerback Jourdan Lewis doesn't fit the mold of most defensive backs on this roster. At 5'10" tall, he's the shortest defensive back on the team, but what he lacks in height, he makes up for in grit.
I had to play like this since I've been little. I mean, since I was like little league and stuff like that. I mean, I haven't been the biggest. I mean, I've never been the biggest. It's just understanding how to play, how to play the game of football. I mean, I don't have the luxury of, you know, size or, you know, and all of that. So I have to go out there and, you know, hang with the big dogs. I have to go out there and fight and scrap. So I feel like that's pretty much where it came from.
It's easy to see. His height doesn't stop him from making plays in the games. Lewis is always around the ball.
Just understanding where I need to be on the field, understanding my job, you know, just being on the screws all the time because I have, you know, a smaller room for error than, you know, guys bigger than me. I mean, it's just going out there and preparing, honestly, and I feel like that's been my biggest improvement.
Lewis gives defensive backs coach and passing game coordinator Chris Richard credit for his improvement in year 3.
Just understanding, cover 3, understanding coverages, where to be, understanding where my eyes should be, helps a lot. And I mean, just understanding that, just playing under control and doing your job and plays to come to you it's been definitely, a huge improvement to, where I've been.
Lewis has deservingly earned more playing time. In 2018, he only played 187 snaps in the regular season. In 2019, already surpassed 400. And that's because his dedication to his development has not gone unnoticed.
Jordan's a good player, and he's been a good player for us since we've gotten him. And whenever he's gotten an opportunity, he's done some good things for us. And he's always been a guy who's been around the ball, punching the ball out, recovering a fumble, intercepting a pass. That's just been part of what he's done. So he's gotten more and more time over the course of this season, and certainly since AB has gotten hurt, he's playing a lot more and just doing a good job.
We're pleased with him. We're absolutely pleased with him. I tell you, the arrow's up on him, and I don't think there's a ceiling on him, so we're happy.
In Week 11 against Detroit, cornerback Anthony Brown hurt his triceps and required season-ending surgery. Lewis was asked to step up. But the opportunity to play more isn't about him, it's a part of something bigger.
It's just me doing my job. It doesn't matter, AB was in, we were splitting time, but at the same time, we just need to do our job. And we just had to play off each other and understand that we're part of a team. It's not, about me, about my opportunities. It's about just going out there and doing right and doing my job so we can win games.
Let's go do what we gotta do. Give me that 2, 1, 2, 3.
Lewis has put up strong numbers this year. He has 3 sacks as well as his first career fumble returned for a touchdown.
It's a fumble, and it's picked up by Dallas. Jourdan Lewis with a fumble that he's run into the end zone.
It was cool. I'm now scored on every level, so I can say that to my kids when I get older. So it's pretty cool. It's an amazing feeling, getting in the end zone. You haven't been in the end zone in like 3 years, so it's pretty cool.
And Lewis wasn't the only one running into the end zone. His partner in crime, cornerback Chidobe Awuzie, was stride for stride with him in celebration.
I was just happy to see him, and I was just so happy he embraced me. And it was my best friend on the team, and he was just so excited for me. So just to share that moment with him was special.
The defensive backs have to be in sync to work as a unit, even though there have been rotating starters with both Brown and now Jeff Heath dealing with injuries. To thrive, they just keep step for step with Rashard's message.
We got to play like a tribe. Coach Garrett just talked about us being closer as a team, and I feel like that's everything. It's 11 men on the field, and we need everyone, even the guys, coming off the bench and stuff like that, special roles, to all be close and understand, how we affect each other's jobs. So, just coming together as a team is, like priority number 1 right now.
One area the Cowboys have struggled this year has been turnovers. Dallas is tied for fewest interceptions in the league with just 5. Lewis, who has 2 of them, says the defense needs to trust their individual roles to create more turnovers.
Just being in the right spot. That's just doing our job. We can't, just think about turnovers and things like that instead of just doing our job first. We got to do our job. We got to get there, which would mean running to the ball, sprinting to the ball. Our effort has to pick up. Just going out there and being in the right spot, doing our job. We want to be so accountable to each other. We want to do the best we can. That I feel like we're doing so much to create opportunities for us to do better, where we just need to do our job. I feel like, and just communicate and understand, where each other is and where each other's help is and stuff like that, and just understanding that we just have to do our job. And we can beat anybody in this league if we do that. It's just, those 1 or 2 areas where we trying to get our eyes in the backfield, trying to get an interception or anything like that. You can't do that. You got to play, within your team. And I feel like if we do that, we can beat anybody.
The next team they'll try to beat, the Los Angeles Rams, who thwarted their 2018 Super Bowl chances in the divisional round of the playoffs and are coming off a strong win against the Seahawks.
We understand what they are. We understand, how they beat us last time. We just got to be on the screws and understand that we got to play sound football. And I feel like that's how they beat us. We didn't play really sound. We just got to go out there and do our jobs and, just don't let it wear us down. We're going to stay with our game plan and have faith that, the game plan is going to work.
Right after this, as we wrap up Cowboys Insider, tryouts again at the Star this week, and what the mindset is for the Rams on Sunday. Cowboys 6-7 on the season with playoffs still in the picture. We're back in a few.
This segment was brought to you by Academy Sports and Outdoors, the official sporting goods retailer of the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys Insider was brought to you by AT&T. Academy Sports and Outdoors, the official sporting goods retailer of the Dallas Cowboys. And by NFL Game Pass. You'll never miss a game again. Enjoy full access to coaches' film and game replays from Week 1 to the Super Bowl. Subscribe at DallasCowboys.com/Game Pass.
Definitely feel more comfortable coming in here after getting that one game in. And just, scoring points. That's what I've done for 7 years now. So, just here to be consistent and make kicks when they need me to.
Well, that was Kai Forbath, new Cowboys kicker, as the Cowboys parted ways with Brett Maher on Monday. Maher made only 66% of his field goals with the Cowboys this season and was 1 of 5 through 40 to 49 yards out there. Forbath actually started his career here, so he is happy to be back with LP Ladouceur and Chris Jones. I'm Lindsay Draper. We're out of time, but I'll meet you back right here next week after the Rams game for a brand new episode of Cowboys Insider.